Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our specialty class. Today we're still going with I've got this around the wrong way, embracing with love. I'm just going to see if I can switch this around for you. How's that? Oh, now it's around the right way. Just so that you can see the words. It's so much better. Well, we still have little Addy with us at the moment, and she's been very, very quiet while I'm snuck in here to do my live. She's playing. For how long, I don't know, but let's hope that she doesn't realise I'm out of the room. We were had to make cubby houses. I can't remember how much fun I've had with her this morning. We've played new games on the phone. She is so clever, I tell you. She breaks the way I've got it all worked out. I've got it all figured out. So I hope you're all excited to do another card today. So we started this on Monday, and I was meant to do the whole lot on Monday, but we haven't got that far. So I'm going to do the kangaroos today, but we're going to do 2 spotlightings with dies today. So we're going to come in with this square and the circle where we're going to put the words. So once you get all your templates done, it's fantastic because you can use your templates over and over and over again. As you can see, my templates are well used. That's my circle one. And that's my inside circle one. It's well used. I think the ink keeps it together. If you come on today, say hello. Leave your name. If you're a newbie, please say that you're a newbie. I love to see newbies come on. And if you're not a newbie, still say hello. If you're watching the replay later, just put replay and what you loved about the class. I always love to get some feedback on what was the main highlight for you, and that helps me with my classes when I'm doing keep doing more classes for you guys. Okay, so let's come down to my workbench. I know I haven't even got a notice up that I'm coming on, but most people know that I come on at 2 each day. Having little Addy yesterday, might have thought, she's not going to come on today, but how's that? We got that pretty good. So when you're doing a 2 spotlight, when you're punching out 2 dies, I like to sort of have it pretty well the same as my underneath piece. And then I like to do my 2 die cuttings. So this is out of the stylish shape. But what I also like to be able to do is move it around so that I know what I want. And today I want sort of like a half circle down here and the square on this side. Now, this side's a little bit wider because I wanted the circle more over that way. So, but that's okay. So let's start off with our sponging. And we always choose a colour to do underneath. Now I'm doing the kangaroos today, so I thought the green would be really lovely underneath. Well, we could have gone pecan pie, but I think the green. But either one or the other would have gone really nice. Oh, that's green. I'll pick it up brown now. Where's the green one? Here it is. Okay. So grab your green on your brush. Now, when you're doing this, always start off first, okay, because you want that nice, you don't want the hard bit, you want the nice blending. So once you've got it blending nicely, you can come through and blend. Now you can blend all one colour, or you can blend 2 colours or even 3 colours when you're doing this. It just depends what sort of effect you want on your background and what effect you want inside that picture. Okay, so we've got our square there, and that's really lovely. So I'm going to put that back on there for a minute. I'm going to come down and do the green in the circle as well. So get it going and then come in down here. Okay, so we've got our 2 spotlight areas now. So we can do our stamping now. So I'm going to come in with the pecan pie to do my, no, I might use the Memento black and then I can colour. Okay. and this is what you don't want. Remember yesterday I said to you I need to clean my lids, because when your lids get like this, that when you pick them up and they get used over and over and over again by lots and lots of people, you do need to every now and then give them a nice clean. So grab a baby wipe and give that a clean, so that you're not picking it up and getting ink all over your fingers, because there's nothing worse. And I did it yesterday, and I was going to clean that last night and I didn't. But there's nothing worse than getting ink on your fingers, because you always get it on your card. Well, you might not, but I do. It's very frustrating. Okay, in with that ink. Now this one I've sort of looked at it and thought it would look good over here in the corner. So I'm going to bring our image back over that, because I think I'm going to need that image to use as a bit of a mask. Okay, come down. And perfect. You can sort of see now that you got that over in the corner sort of thing, which is quite nice. So we'll just let that quickly dry off a little bit. Now the words "we're better together" is what I was going to put on this one. We're better together. So I'll stamp those words down here in this area where we're going to do it. And then we'll do some highlighting or blending around it. Okay, now these are only little words. Now when you haven't used the words before, it's always good to stamp them on a scrap, because just to make sure that they're, I'm just going to line this up, make sure I've got it straight. Oh, it's downhill just a fraction. So make sure you just got it straight, and not just got it straight, that it's actually inked up properly. It's, oh, still got it downhill. Okay. Let's put it on here. Oh, this is just a scrap bit of paper. Let's put it on there. Let's see if we can get it straight. That's better. Okay. Make sure you got that straight. So this is going to go into this section here, down here where we've done this highlighting. So I'm just going to come in here and I'm just lining my block up. And we've got that in there. Perfect. So we've got that bit of highlighting happening there. Now there's lots of things you can add extra on these if you want to, like you can add some leaves on them, or you can add some extra things on them, but I'm just using the one stamp set today, just to give you the idea of how to do it. Okay, so once we've got that on there, we need to put our square, our little square, this way over the top of that, to come in with our blending. So we're going to come in with a little bit of orange, I think. I like the orange and the green. It looks good together. Okay, so we're going to come in, start on our inside one. You'll be surprised how many times I've used these inside ones for cards. I've used them for cards afterwards, like punch something out, put a word on them, even use them as the square itself. Yeah, it's quite amazing what you can actually do with them once you're finished with them. I don't know if I've ever finished with them, because they're really great. So that highlights that even more, which is really great. But the thing I like about this is that we've got a bigger one here. Oh, that's the smaller one. We've got a bigger one here as well. Okay, so we can bring the bigger one around. So if you have trouble doing your colours, So we're going to come back with the green. You can use your dies to do them in steps. You know how your dies come in steps? They, you know, they're all different sizes. So you can come in with all the different sizes and build them up that way. That's a really lovely way of doing it as well. So let's bring this around. And that's pretty good. This is Granny Apple Green, if you're wanting to know, and I use Pumpkin Pie and Granny Apple Green. These two colours go really well together, and you can add a third colour, which we're going to do the whole out edge in the third colour. Just make sure I've got that straight. Okay. Bring it down. So what's everyone been up to today? Have you had an interesting day? I've had a very interesting morning this morning with my little great-granddaughter. It's lovely when she wants to play all these different things, and I think, oh my God, she's so clever. So you can sort of see you can build up on your frames, and you can have them as wide or as thin as you want. So wider up here, and thinner down there and down there. If you want to come in with a bit of colour straight underneath your rouge, you can always come in with just bringing in a line, or you can bring in a wiggly line if you want to. Like if you want to bring in a bit of a wiggly line, you can do that too. So let's do that one with the pecan pie. Have you all got your coffee? I actually made mine, but I haven't got around to drinking it yet. You find when you've got little kids around you, you're busier of a morning. Okay, so I want this to come down about here, I reckon. So and you can build this picture up looking amazing. Yeah, that's good. I don't even mind that little bit of white there. So it depends how you want to do it. You can leave the kangaroos just like that if you want to, or you can come over and colour them with your blends. That's entirely up to you, but they will pop more if you do colour them in. So let's do... Oh, before we do that, we're going to use the brown around the outside. So this is pecan pie. Pecan pie this morning we're using. So we're going to bring the pecan pie in around the outer edge and use that as our full one around the outer edge. And pecan pie and Granny Apple Green and pumpkin pie go so well together. Who's joined my colour class that's coming up? It is a paid class, but you will get so much tips and ideas. I do a lot of free classes, but I do have the odd paid class because we can spend longer and more time. It's more like a weekend, so we get to spend more hours together, and it's fantastic because we get to make a lot of cards. The Christmas one was fantastic, the Christmas retreat. Now I'm going to be doing the otter one that's coming up as well. That's going to be so much fun. And that's a new one that's coming out. And also the colour wheel. I'm excited about the colour wheel as well, because that is just such a great way of teaching people how to mix and match their colours in so many different ways. Okay, so you've got that, and then if you wanted to add a little bit of brown around the whole lot on the inside, you can just bring this back in. Maybe do two sides to start off with. Okay, so we can add a little bit of brown here and here. Okay, so move your template and you can bring in that little bit of brown here. And you might just want to do it on 2 sides, or you might want to do it on the 4 sides. So you've got a little bit of brown there, and you can always come in and do it on this section as well if you want to. I love using the dies as templates for blending. Who uses their dies for blending? There's so many different dies that you can use, and you can get so many different ideas from your dies. Yeah, so now we've got a little bit of brown happening in around the edge there as well. Looks cool. Looks good. I just put my finger in that. Okay, let's now get our markers. So I chose dark crumb cake and pecan pie. Did I grab the pecan pie out? Which one's this? No, that's wild wheat. Well, we're going to do the flowers. I think this one is the light crumb cake. So we'll come in with the light crumb cake first. Colour our kangaroo. You can have grey kangaroos too, but I'm just going to grab the fine end on this. I find when you've got tiny little areas to colour in, sometimes that fine edge is so much easier. Give it a bit of a colour. And same with this one. Who's got the stamp set? It's a great stamp set. This would be a really good one if you're sending it to someone overseas as well, because it's got the kangaroos on it. Okay, so I'm going to come in with a bit darker. And we're going to grab the other small end. And we're going to highlight this up. So what have you been up to? Did you tell me in the comments what you've been up to today? Have you been gardening? Oh no, I don't know. Probably nice somewhere else. It's a bit overcast again here, though it is nice outside, even though it's overcast. Once you get this colour on, you're highlighting, come back with your light one again and do some blending so it blends in nicely, so you don't look like you've just got blend over the top of your dark, and it will blend it through. Okay, so you don't have lines come through. Give it a really nice blend. Same with up here. You can sort of see the beautiful blending when you can blend it all the way through. When you're blending it all the way through, it means that you're coming in back over the top of where you've been with the light and the dark, and coming through and blending it. Let me just hold that up. Can you see the difference between the one that I've done with the blending over here and just actually adding one colour? And a lot of people just add one colour, but try bringing in your blending, okay, because blending makes it look a little bit more real, and it's not hard, it's just a matter of having a go. So once you get your colour down where you want it with your darker colour, you need to then come in and blend. With your lighter one, over the top, bring it over the top and drag it down. And you get that really lovely blend. Okay, so we've got our kangaroos looking a little bit more lovely there. We're just going to do some wild wheat for our little flowers in here. And a little bit of green. And we'll bring the granny apple green in. Okay, just that looks good. So you've used a bit of a highlight here in the circle to wear better together, and then you've done your pictures. Now you can put I'm just looking to see what other stamp set I've got floating around on my table here, because I'm sure I have still got one from the other night, and this is beside me. The beside me one is one that I use the little birds from over and over and over again. Oh my God. I think we need a stamp set that's just all birds that fly in the sky. So we're going to come in with our little birds. We're just going to put a couple up the top there. Okay, just make sure that we get it on there. And even the three don't look too bad. I think the three is probably enough. I think that looks good. It just highlights that corner up. Okay, let's pop our markers over here. Does the time go fast? Yes. The time's gone fast today. I had to do a little video of Addy earlier. Oh, well, she's so funny. I'll have to load it up. I haven't loaded it up yet, but she wanted to make a card, and oh my God, she wanted to do all the blending, all the colours, and she's done a rainbow type one. Her little style, which is absolutely gorgeous when you think she's only 4. She was watching me do some of mine, and she wanted to do one herself. So very lovely. So I would probably come in now with the pumpkin pie, because this is going to highlight it, or you could come in with a brown. So depends whether you wanted a bright colour around it or a dark. But I'm going to come in, and I think I might do, let me just measure that. That's 13.5. I'll do this as 14. I'll do this as the matte, and then have the white as the card. 14 by 10. And one for the inside as well. 14 by 10. And then we've got a white card here. I know I've got a white card. I cut one before, but I didn't actually score it. So scored at 10.5. Now this is where it's important to use your bone folder, because look, I've got black on my fingers. We don't want black on our score, and we've got orange down here on the mat that I've been doing some blending on. So I'm going to remove that, but I'll show you another way that you can clean this really lovely if you haven't got anything around. You've always got hand sanitizer, or I have, and I'm sure everyone has. So a little bit of hand sanitizer and a bit of paper towel. You'll be surprised how beautiful your mat will come up. And not just your mat either, your blocks. You know, if you can clean your blocks off as well. Look at the dirt that's come up off my mat. And you think your mat's pretty clean, but that goes on your card if you don't clean it. So turn it over and give it a wipe. So you can sort of see that you can pick up all this muck off your especially when you're doing blending. And the same with your blocks. Give your blocks a good clean with the sanitizer, because that will do nearly all my blocks, just that little bit there. I can just come through and do all my blocks with this as well, and they're all clean. So, and then you can also come in and use them on your ink pads as well, and pick up any little bits of, look at all the black that's coming off. That's just around the outside edge, not on the inside edge, but the outside edge. So we can see why we get black and colours all over our hands, but look how clean it brings it up. I love the sanitizer. It's one of my favourites. Okay, so we have our white card now that I feel safe to put on the table. Not that I feel safe with my fingers still, because my fingers are dirty, so I'm going to use my bone folder and give this a nice varnish. It also holds it down. I've still got dirty fingers. Oh, I must be nearly due for a new blade. You can always tell when you're ready for a new blade. It just doesn't cut nice, does it? Well, that one's been in a long time, so I got a lot of use out of that one. Do you throw your blades away? I got asked that question a while back, actually, and I've never really answered that one. I don't throw them away if I'm going to be doing rough looking cards, like I want that shedded edge. I can sometimes get away with using a blunt blade and getting that beautiful edge that I want. So I just put mine in a bag. Every now and then I'll throw one away if it's really, really blunt. But if you want that shimmer look, like, you know, fraying look, you can use your blunt blades quite well. So we're going to bring this one on here. Now, with this one here, you go, I need to put a bit of ribbon on there. Do you want to add a ribbon on there? This is what you need to do before you stick this down, as if you're going to add ribbon or anything like that on it. Or are you just going to bring in some bling? Like, you know, you can bring in the beautiful pearl droplets. These are gorgeous. These are the foils, the irresistible foil gems. These have been so popular because they go with anything and everything. Or whether you want to come in with just a bow and put a bow on here. And I think we will add a bow. And I'm just going to quickly tie a quick little bow, roughly, just to get measurements. Oh, I'll put my scissors away. Good on you, Teresa. And then I'm going to open it up. And we're going to do orange today. And we're going to do an orange colour. So I'm just going to grab a scrap. Where's my scrap piece of... I think I threw it out last night, actually. I'm going to start a fresh one. I think I got rid of that other one. It was pretty grotty. Okay, I'm thinking more pumpkin pie. That's light pumpkin pie. Let me see if I've got the dark one here. I'm thinking dark pumpkin pie. Yep. Okay, let's go dark pumpkin pie. I love the way the silver changes into the colour. Oh my God. I just love that. It really has become my go-to ribbon at the moment. I ordered some more the other day. I thought, oh no, I need to order more of that. That's just my go-to ribbon at the moment. It's hard to get a go-to ribbon that's soft, that just does what you want it to do, and one that you can actually change the colour to any colour that you're using is amazing. Okay, and then turn it over, because I want to do the silver on the other side as well. Oh my God, how gorgeous does this ribbon look? Yesterday we did green. We made it green. I'll show you the two difference when we put this together. You can do it as many colours as you want, really. Now, like I said, usually I do it over a sheet of paper and I'll make something out of the sheet of paper later on. I'll just keep adding it. You get lots of different textures on it. Keep your piece of paper and you can use it. I actually threw my old one out, maybe it's somewhere, I'm not sure where it is, but I thought I threw it out yesterday. Okay, just give it a bit of a wave to make sure that it's dry. And come in and make your bow. Turn it around. Okay. I like tiny little bows on these things. Not too big, but I like little bows. So let's bring this over here. Yeah, that'll look really lovely. I reckon I can nearly get away with it coming down to the edge of both sides. So once you get it to where you want, get your mini glue dot. I think we're just going to go a fraction over time. Sorry, guys. And we need our piercing tool. Grab that mini glue dot. Pop it where you want it. Sit down there. It just doesn't want to come off the piercing tool this morning. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to turn this around because that's our better side. I might move it that way just a fraction. The good thing about it is you can move that around until you actually press hard on it. You can actually just move it. So don't press down hard until you're ready to press on it. Okay, beautiful. Love that orange. Okay, so we're going to go this way first. Up that way and up that way. Okay. Beautiful. You can put some dimensions behind this if you wanted to, but I'm just going to stick it straight to my mat. These are what I call these could be sold, or they could be put together as a set that you can give someone in a beautiful box. They would be just really gorgeous cards to give to someone as a present. Okay, so we're going to put our insert in, and I've just got to grab my white one. Now, if you wanted to, you can always stamp on the inside. You can always stamp words on the inside. You can always carry your images across on the inside as well. So you can bring kangaroos in on the inside if you wanted to. There's lots you can do. I'm just going to do this one. You can even just blend it, like have a blend coming through with the orange and the green if you wanted to. Okay. So let me bring this up. Who have we got on here today? Hello, everyone. So this is our beautiful kangaroos for today. And this is our one yesterday. Now, that's the same ribbon, but yesterday we made it green. Look at that. Oh, my God. It is just so good. And today we've done it orange with the kangaroos. How gorgeous is that? And that one's got the little saying down the bottom there, we're better together. And this one says, feeling better soon. So you can see this is making a really nice, sticking to the same colours. You can do a nice colour theme and put them into a nice box, and you could actually give them to someone as a really lovely gift. that would be really lovely. So there's, I think there's another stamp on there, yeah, the foxes, which we'll do tomorrow. And yeah, then I might pop this into a little container and give it to someone as a gift. So no, this one can't. This one's going to someone. I'll have to make another one. Oh well. God bless you. Thank you for watching me today. Don't forget to leave a comment. Don't forget to share my page. Don't forget to join my classes. We've got the Colour Coach class coming up. We've got the beautiful the Otter class coming up. So go and check out my event page and check out the events. I'll be putting more events up there soon. And yeah, have a beautiful day. God bless you all, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.